What's up, guys? Today we have a good client of mine, Devin. I've wrapped multiple vehicles for him. Lamborghini, Raptor, his GTR. We've done it countless amount of times. So he's actually coming in today. We're gonna talk about a new project. He has his GTR. We're actually gonna just remove the old wrap and get ready to fully just redesign the car. You know, he wants to add a bunch of stuff to it. We're probably gonna make a diffuser, a splitter, some side skirt extensions for it. So beyond the wrap, we're gonna do some other stuff. Some of the Aero products. FlyRyde's gonna do lighting. We're also talking about doing a remote start on the vehicle. A couple other things, you know. But he's coming, so we'll just get into it.
Check this out. Hit the lock button 3 times on there.
2, 3. There's a little delay, but it's okay. It's okay. It's always there.
I like all that extra stuff. It really adds another dimension.
You can start in the fucking garage too, you know, so when you're inside the house, you can start it up, ready to go.
All right, so I'm back here at Premium. Just stopped by so we can finalize all the details for the car. We're not gonna let you guys know until the end of the video what colors we're picking, but I've done all my wraps here, Lambo, GTR, my Raptor, and so we've constantly switched this GTR probably 4 times already, so we're setting it up for a rally I'm doing from Vegas to LA, so I'm super excited for you guys to see what the finished product is, so let's go inside and see what's up.
So I brought the car down to Carbon Exhaust. We've talked about Carbon multiple times. They actually have a Mustang right over there that we wrapped for SEMA like almost 2 years ago now. Maybe a year ago, I don't know. But we're back at Carbon and they're gonna do the exhaust setup on the GTR. And basically we just told them make it super loud. Right now it has an exhaust on it and it's just super muffled. So I'll show you what it sounds like, but we'll also show you the after. So let's get the before and then when it's done we'll show you what it sounds like. Right now it's really muffled and it's just not loud enough for like the GTR. You want this thing to be brutal and loud in the streets, and that's what we're gonna do. So let's let Carbon do their magic. We'll catch up back in probably a few days. I think it's gonna take like 2 days. We're back at Carbon. Car's ready. Carbon Exhaust. We're back at Carbon Exhaust. Fernando finished up the car, so we're excited to see what it sounds like.
So you just hit open once,
dope,
and then close to close it.
Got it. All right, bro. Take care, dude. Cool, thank you for getting it done. Appreciate it.
No problem, man.
All right. Show you guys what it sounds like. It's pretty dope. So it has a valve on it now, so we can keep it's already had an exhaust on it, so I believe it's a Cobb exhaust. Let's go get to phase 2. We're gonna get over to wrapping and building a custom diffuser, doing LED tail light upgrades, we're doing headlight upgrades. We have a lot of work to do, so probably got another 2 weeks on this project. Let's just get to it. Have infamous GTR in here. This time around, I think we're going with my favorite color. I believe he's probably gonna stick with it for a while. We're also gonna do a couple upgrades to it. We're gonna powder coat the lips and barrels of the wheels. Quite a few things going on. This project's gonna take a while. We'll probably have it in here for about another 2 or 3 weeks. We'll keep you guys updated.
What's up, guys? It is Johnnee Tsunami and I'm here vlogging for Premium. We're taking these GTR wheels for Devin, his GTR. We're gonna get them unmounted at Best Tire Shop and we're gonna get them sent off to Nifty's.
Today we're starting to wrap the GTR. We've actually already started it, so door is done, fender's done. We're gonna move over to the other side and start knocking it out. I think one door's already done over here too. So Johnny's been over here wrapping. You know, you guys know about Johnnee. He was in that last video, the 370Z video. made his debut that day. Got all the pieces off. Went ahead and masked this trim off. Let me go to the other side and show you what that looks like. So it's a rubber trim. Obviously this trim doesn't come off. I think the only way to get this trim off is to remove the window. Obviously we can't do that. In this case, what we do is we'll go ahead and tape off the trim. So if any blade make contact with that, it doesn't cut the trim. Also what this does is it helps lower the adhesive, like the adhesion of the adhesive when you're wrapping. So say you're wrapping this big panel here, it won't stick here because it's on the tape, and it helps a lot when you need to get behind it to actually start doing your trimming and tucking. So that's another good reason why to do that. So if you're wrapping, make sure that you're masking off any trims that can't be removed. Obviously if you can remove them, take them off. All of this stuff was removed. Color's looking really good. Some perfect corners. So with all the panels before we wrap, one of the major things with wrapping and that Goods forgot about a lot is prepping the vehicle properly. So everything's been clay barred multiple times, not just once, not just twice, multiple times, making sure that everything's smooth on the car. We go ahead and give it a light alcohol wipe just to clean everything up. And then the last step before wrap is the tack cloth, which is this stuff right here. So I found out about tack cloth. This is something that is used in the paint world. Before they paint a vehicle, a lot of times they'll go tack cloth the surface down. This gets rid of any dust, any debris, anything that's left over right before you actually start to spray. And that's in the paint world. So why not work in the wrap world? And that's exactly what we do. Is as soon as we're about to wrap the panel, we just tack cloth the surface. This stuff is super sticky, so sometimes it's cool to wear a glove, but in this case I don't have it, so I'm just gonna kind of lightly go over the surface. And once you do that, you'll feel right away how smooth the surface really is. And that's actually truly, just stripped and debris free. And that's what you want before you start wrapping. And really easy to do, really cheap. This stuff's available on our website. You can get it at most hardware stores. So if you don't have access to it and you don't buy from our website, go to like any local automotive paint supply. They'll have it as well. But stock it. If you're wrapping a car, make sure you're using this right before you wrap any panels. Okay, so what we did is we just laid the vinyl in place right now. The next step that we're gonna do is we're actually gonna glass the material. And what that is we're glassing the film, getting it smooth. Basically this film's gonna look like it's laid before it's actually even touched with the squeegee. So you'll see us doing that. What we're doing is we're trimming the excess material out. On this wheel well, we don't need all that material there. This helps us kind of better understand where our panel's at. First thing I'm doing is I'm hitting the line, the highest line on the fender, which is right here. I want to bring that all the way down. So there's no stretching going on right now. We added a little bit of heat to make it more conformable, but really all that is just allowing the vinyl to sit in place. And that's really the technique here. What you really want to do is just allow the vinyl to sit in place. So right now, if you notice this fender, it's very, very bowed. So you don't want to overstretch up here, especially the fact that there's so much engine heat. You don't want to tuck in there and have all that overstretch because it will peel up. So doing this part properly is very crucial. So right now, just glassing the material, getting it into place. Too cool to be on YouTube?
I don't like us.
You don't like us?
I think we're a bunch of lame dudes making videos, and I'm very glad people like it.
You're like everybody else on YouTube.
Fair enough.
So we're getting ready to wrap the quarter panel. We're gonna be doing the door jamb as well. So I got everything removed out of there, all the what is it called?
Oh, you got it removed?
Sorry, my mistake. Who removed that? Who removed it?
I don't know who removed it.
Okay, so somebody removed that. I don't know who did it, but let's get it done. That's tight. 90K. We're getting there.
helped me lay this trim piece, this interior trim piece. And now all we're doing now is just basically trimming it out, tucking it in, making sure it's gonna stick good. The original color is like a dark gray. So we're just doing them in gloss black. It's gonna look a lot cleaner. I think it's gonna look nicer, and that's what the customer wanted, so.
Yeah, baby.
So what we're doing is we're gonna be wrapping this area right here. Customer wants to wrap the door jamb, so we're gonna actually do the internals of the door. Typically what we would do is we would do this first and then we'd wrap over. It was a last minute decision to actually have the door jambs done, so we have to kind of do the reverse. So we'll get into the process, but basically what I did is I laid knifeless tape right here in this area. The vinyl's gonna lay all the way through here and up to here. And we'll trim right in this area and tuck that around. But once this all goes back together, it'll be gray all the way through. I'll show you guys the process. Step 1. Does that sound like it? Like what a girl would sound like?
Sounds like an elevator.
Step 1. You scared me so much my zipper fell down. Oh my god.
Yeah, baby.
Step 2. All I'm doing is heating and laying this vinyl into place. And what you don't want to do is, what most people do is they just bridge it. So they create this little bridge and then they'll push that in. And it'll lay and it'll look good, but it won't last. So really what we're doing here is feeding the vinyl into place. The easy way is not the right way. So you'll see what I do is I kind of heat it up, make it pliable. I'm not stretching, I'm just setting it into place right to that groove. And it's a process because we have to do this all the way through. There's multiple bends in this. So I'll probably spend a good hour heating this dial and doing it right. Get everything installed. It's very important, especially where there's all these bends, is to post heat it. You really got to get in there. This is the 3M material, so we're taking it up to 180 degrees. Usually I have my thermometer here telling me what it is, but I'm pretty familiar with the material. I know what it takes to get it up to that. Once it's post heated, it loses the memory and it shouldn't move around. You shouldn't get any bubbles or anything. And this should just lay and stay exactly how it is.
Yeah, baby.
A couple wraps ago, we took all of these trims off and actually upgraded to carbon fiber along with the mirrors, the whole side skirt extensions. All those came from APR. They've been on for about a year now and they're holding up really well. They look really good. So all we did was go in, we cleaned them up, we buffed them out, and then we added the red pinstripe. And I had this magic wand. I was like, right here,
I was just
right
about
there,
to say
right
that.
there.
I was like, you gotta fuck it up.
Little carbon piece. This is for the side here. So I'm gonna get ready to install these. What I need to do is I need to go back and remove the double-sided tape, clean it all up, put new double-sided tape on, because that's all that holds these things in place, even from the OEM manufacturer. So they're only just taped on.
All right, guys, what we got here is the black edition GTR diffuser, all bolted up, satin black. What you're gonna see here is when we put the bolts through, there's these little retainer clips that'll hold them in place. So when you go up underneath there to put it in place, it'll be a lot easier. Let's do it. All right, guys, so underneath here we got the factory mounts in which this diffuser is gonna attach to. We got some bolts up here in the front, 2 in the back. There'll be 4 points which will bolt pretty tight. On the diffuser itself, where the studs are, we have some little washers here. Spacer's gonna go ahead and space it away from the carbon fiber so there's no scratches, no squeaks, anything like that. So we slip those over top of the studs. You ready to put the thing in place? All right, guys, so once we're in place, Gonna go ahead and put the fasteners up in the areas that we cleared out, that we took the original bolts out of. Really easy to hold it up yourself. And just go through an X pattern, tighten everything up. Just to note that all bolts that we have done are using Loctite. Make sure you do put that on first, just so any vibrations or anything don't allow it to come loose. And there you have it, GTR diffuser in 5 minutes.
So these are the lips and barrels for the GTR. We went with a super bright poppy color. Ray took care of it. Ray's our powder coater. If you guys know about him, we'll link him below. He does really good work. Turnaround time was amazing. So we're gonna go get these things put back together over at Nifty Built Wheels. Hopefully we can get them done today so we can get the car on the road by tomorrow or the next day. We're leaving for Vegas. If you guys don't know that, we're leaving for Vegas on Friday morning. So it's gonna be a tight deadline. We got all these projects we're trying to get done. We got a bunch of customers that need stuff done. So we're gonna grind all day, all night for the next few days. GTR is done. Anytime I work with Devin, he just gives me a budget to work on each car. He just lets us have creative control, colors, and everything. I mean, he's very like, I think he trusts what we do. At this point, we've wrapped probably 12 cars for him. So, not 12 cars, but his vehicles 12 different times. Truck, Lamborghini, the GTR, all of them have been wrapped multiple times. So at this point, we're about 12 wraps in. And originally, when we started working together, he was very like, I want this, I want that, I want that. And then it turned into, Daniel, do whatever you want. And I know I'm gonna love it, so hopefully he does, because I'm saying this before he gets here, so he doesn't know about what we've done to the vehicle really yet. So we'll give you guys details, we'll see his reaction. Let's get into it. Those shoes. I knew you were gonna be wearing them, dude. I knew it. I heard them like. Guys, you guys know Devin. So Devin is picking up the GTR. I told you guys before kind of how Devin and I always work. Is he gives me a budget. He gave me about $8 grand to work with. So we did a bunch of stuff to the car. I hope he likes it. Let's get the reveal done. We're excited.
I'm super excited.
Hit the like. Sick, right? The best look so far, right?
Oh yeah.
Super dope.